Good, happy Thursday morning, February 7, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, investigation continues after remains found at wastewater station. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Instead of shoveling snow this season, get your own Kubota BX tractor with your choice of snow removal.
Well, Mike, so far we have not received details of that autopsy, but it will help investigators determine if those remains were that of a fetus or of a child. An employee made that discovery in a filter at this pumping station off East Main Street yesterday morning during a routine maintenance check. The facility pumps wastewater before it's sent off to the treatment facility in North Conway, several miles away. The Conway Village Fire District maintains the pumping station where those remains were found. Investigators continue to look into how those remains ended up there. They believe the most likely scenario is through the sewer system. They're now seeking to speak with the mother in this case to see if she needs medical attention. Live in the newsroom, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Efforts made to slow spread of hepatitis A in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
At Beltate's, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. Beltate's Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
The Farnham Center in Manchester is working with the city's health department to protect its clients against hepatitis A.
And quite a few of the women's clients actually did obtain the vaccine.
While there's no specific treatment for the virus, there is a way to prevent it.
We have a very good vaccine. One dose of the vaccine is estimated to give about 95% of people immunity or protection against the infection.
The precautionary measure is being taken after state health officials announced the number of cases is on the rise in New Hampshire.
For the last 3 months, we've had 13 total hepatitis A cases. 7 of those were in January alone.
The virus can cause liver failure, even death. It typically spreads among the homeless and those dealing with substance misuse disorder, but anyone can contract it.
Hepatitis A is spread through fecal-oral transmission, which means people are exposed to it when they, most of the time, unknowingly ingest small amounts of the virus from contaminated food or drink or surfaces.
And it survives on surfaces for long periods of time. At-risk populations, in addition to young children and those with chronic liver disease, are urged to get a vaccine.
So it's just been remaining vigilant, informing them to wash their hands after utilizing the restroom, how it can be contracted overall.
Now, the Manchester Health Department says they're working with several other agencies to spread awareness and to give out that vaccine to high-risk groups. We're live in Manchester tonight. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. He hurt me. Man accused of having 3 wives in 3 states, including New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Sean McDonald.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we...
An Exeter woman says she is the victim of a heartbreaking scam after finding out her husband had at least 2 other wives. Alicia Grant says she married Michael Middleton in 2013 after the two met online. She had no idea he was already married until she and 2 other women in Alabama and Georgia caught wind of each other. Middleton is now charged with bigamy. Alicia says she's embarrassed that she got scammed by a man she trusted.
He makes you feel special. He makes you feel like he actually cares about you. And then he marries you, abuses you, drains your assets, and leaves.
Middleton is scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow. If convicted, he faces up to 7 years behind bars and a $4,000 fine.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Boy visits Governor Chris Sununu, raises awareness about congestional heart defects. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we
Had a special visitor to the corner office yesterday. You may remember Parker Bolton. He received a heart transplant last May. He stopped by Governor Sununu's office to raise awareness for congenital heart defects. Parker spent months at Children's Hospital in Boston waiting for his new heart.
I'm just glad that people are being organ donors and now that people are helping kids.
Parker has been doing very well since the transplant. He's gained 16 pounds in the last 8 months, and his mom says he's eating like a man, quote. Yeah, but look at him. I love the jacket.
I know.
Looks very sharp there.
Really. He's all dressed up.
Who knows?
To be in the
Maybe
State
someday.
House. You
Governor
never know.
Parker Bolton.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cool indeed. I love that jacket as well. Rochester baby born Super Bowl Sunday named after Tom Brady. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Gene Mackin.
Come in St. Bolito's this February and save an additional 10% during our President's Month sale. Save.
She's already sporting the Patriots gear in her Rochester home, arriving on the roster at exactly 12:12 a.m., as in TB12, on Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome to the team, Margaret Carter Brady Diamond.
It was Margaret Carter just to start, but she ended up coming at 12:12 on Super Bowl Sunday. And we held off on filing the paperwork and making sure that they actually won a Super Bowl.
We didn't want to. The thought crossed our minds before, but we didn't want to jinx anything.
Once the Patriots clinched the Super Bowl title, Elizabeth and Gary officially added Brady as a middle name.
It
We
was
had a
awesome.
little celebration in the hospital room.
Yeah, my mom
Get some
brought
buffalo.
a bunch of cookies and some buffalo dip. We bought pizzas, so us and the nursing staff had a little Super Bowl party.
Margaret Carter Brady is their first, and they're already planning football Sundays and birthdays, including those precious few that fall on the Super Bowl. They say this little one will carry the name proudly.
I teach fourth grade, and I try and use him as an example sometimes when I'm teaching them about perseverance and never giving up. And yeah, he's had failures, and he bounces back up from them. It's funny and it's cool, but we'll also, we'll talk to her about the person he is and how inspirational he really is.
In Rochester, Jean Mackin, WMUR, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Great story there. European markets edge lower aimed earnings. TUIAG shares tumble 17%. European stocks were slightly lower Thursday morning as market participants mentioned the latest flurry of corporate results. And here is a look at some of the European market data. Take a look right here. As you can see, down in the red. New report offers details on Secret Service protection of Trump at Mar-a-Lago. A new report by a nonpartisan congressional watchdog agency provides a clear picture of the challenges facing the Secret Service in protecting President Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago private club in Florida, where the president freely mingles with high-rolling guests and paying club members across the 20-acre waterfront property. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.